Ministry of Education, I have a bone to pick with you. Why are so many Jamaicans ignorant of their own history? Why so much dunce people in my comment section? Oh my God, people, stop it! The Jamaican accent is not an African dialect.
Hello everyone, once again welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm your host Hilary, Kagira, and as well in today's video I want us to look at this video whereby there is this Asian woman who went ahead and claimed that most Jamaicans are ignorant of their own history and culture. So guys, watch this video up to the end and remember to give this video a thumbs up, and also if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. So watch this video and then I'll be back with a few comments.
Ministry of Education, I have a bone to pick with you. Why are so many Jamaicans ignorant of their own history? Why so much dunce people in my comment section? Oh my God, people, stop it! The Jamaican accent is not an African dialect. The Jamaican accent, like everything associated with modern Jamaican heritage, is in fact the byproduct of the cultural melting pot that our motto embraces. In fact, in terms of cadence, it's most similar to an Irish accent.
I've been shook enough now, to be honest, since the racing. A bit tired now and the legs are like jelly, but yeah, I suppose we did a bit of celebrating and did the podium thing and got to put on the podium pants as well.
You see, as early as 1656, Oliver Cromwell ordered 2,000 Irish children to be taken to Jamaica and sold to English settlers. The extent of Irish immigration to Jamaica was so prolific in the centuries to follow that 25% of Jamaican citizens can claim Irish ancestry, and this includes Bob Marley and Marcus Garvey. So if you never know, now you know. Again, out of many, one people. Number one, Jamaica is not an African nation. It's not a black country. We identify as an ethnically diverse society. People, please just stop it. Out of many, one people, Jamaicans. We do not hyphenate and we do not encourage separation by race. Number two, this one's mine. This is my granny one. This one is my mom's, and this is grandpa. Yeah, it's hardcover. Grandpa died a long time ago. If you are planning a trip to Jamaica and you don't own one of these, you're going to have to book a return flight from where you came. These are the rules. I'm just laying it down for you. If you go to Jamaica and you don't have one of these, immigration will stamp your passport and give you a set amount of time that you're allowed to stay in Jamaica. And if you overstay, you're welcome. We put you back on a plane and we send you back. You, not me, you back to the country for which you came.
I'm so tired of this narrative. It is simply not true. And I don't know where it started. I don't know who is trying to create this propaganda that Africans don't accept us in the diaspora. It is not true. A great majority of them love us and embrace us and want us to come over there and connect with them. Sure, you have a few that may be saying, oh, you know, don't come over here. But I mean, it's one and two, and most of them are just not in their right minds. Just like you have piece of shit Jamaicans, but I'm not going around and saying, oh, Jamaica is hell because you have a few people who aren't very nice. Check the comment section of the last video that I posted. It is full of comments from the continent, all over the continent. Even on Instagram, I have 50k followers on Instagram. About 90% of them are Africans. Africans love us, especially Jamaicans. Okay, maybe they don't like black Americans so much, right? You can understand, you know, I love my black American brothers and sisters, but y'all are hard to deal with sometimes, especially when you come to other places where other African people are. You know, you come with your entitlement, you come with your attitude, you come with your complaining. Like, it's very difficult to deal with y'all because you're American, you know, and that's just the truth. But we love in the same way, you know, but it's not just hard to deal with. But Africans love Jamaicans. They love Jamaicans. Ghana, they act just like us. They actually act like us. That's how much they love us. Come on. And the rest of Ethiopia.
You're Jamaican, right? Oh God, here we go. I know you're trying to take it.
This ignorant Jamaicans, huh?
The video going around of what appears to be a Chinese Jamaican woman really coming for black African people from Jamaica, particularly those of us who live a foreign, in relation to issues of blackness, Africanness, and the possession of a passport or lack thereof. People are sending me this video and ask me what I have to say about it. And the reality is, I have nothing to say to she. Any non-African person from Jamaica or anywhere else in the world that has a problem with Africans from Jamaica, yard or foreign, asserting our Africanness and our blackness, that a feeding problem. This is not something that we should feel the need to justify, apologize for, or even explain, especially when you consider the colonial and neo-colonial experience of African Jamaicans and how that results in the migration of African Jamaicans, as well as the extent to which the colonizer attempted to sever us from a sense of heritage and a sense of culture. That alone tell you everything what you need to know about the mentality of the smaddy will make that the video there. So when I have nothing more to say about that except to affirm the teaching of Marcus Mosiah Garvey when Africans of his time were being challenged in relation to our affirmation and assertion of racial and cultural pride. Let contrary sentiments and cross opinions go to the winds. We are entitled to our own opinions and not obligated or bound by the opinions of others. Awo. Having said that, I was listening to Running African, hosted by Sister Kabo Ma'at Keru Wadeya, and she featured a story on some events and conversations that were taking place in Jamaica on this issue. Take a listen.
You notice that there's a big conversation going on here in Jamaica right now about Mark Golding and whether or not he's black or white. And you heard a response where, we have all kinds of people, because the motto is out of many one. So this is what we're hearing now, right? That, we have Chinese Jamaican, we have Indian Jamaican, and so on. And the person who was speaking, I think it might have been Mr. Morgan himself, called out every other race Jamaican apart from African Jamaican. That in itself was telling.
So it does seem, yes, that the African Jamaicans' assertion and affirmation of our Africanness does seem to make some people very, very uncomfortable. And we should be aware of this and what agenda it serves. But beyond that, make we assert our Africanness and our blackness without fear or favor. And not make nobody make you feel shame or make you feel like you do them something wrong when you assert your blackness and your Africanness. Our heritage and our culture cannot be bound by a passport and cannot be dictated to us by anybody other than ourselves if we are guided by the principle of self-determination.
I just want to repeat the question. Are you Jamaican or African? The question in and of itself is inherently flawed and reeks of bad faith. Because one, Jamaica is a country and Africa is a continent. Secondly, when that question, are you Jamaican or are you African, is asked, the question is not about a ancestry, it's about a present-day identity. Jamaicans are very much aware and claim their African ancestry. Many claiming the modern state of Ghana, claiming that the majority of enslaved Jamaicans came from the Gold Coast. While others lay claim to the modern state of Nigeria, claiming terms such as Red Igbo and words like Uno being their rationale. And there's even a few who cite Sierra Leone as their ancestral place of origin due to the fact that many enslaved Jamaicans actually were sent back to Sierra Leone and the similarity between Jamaican patois and Sierra Leone Creole.
Chinese Jamaican women is teaching Jamaican descendants their history.
Had comprehension issues, so we're going to try this again. There is a fundamental difference between Chinese laborers that were brought to Jamaica in the 1800s as indentured laborers and Chinese corporations linked to the People's Republic of China that is a communist government. So over here we have these people and they don't like these people, but they are the same people technically. So these people move from Yasso and come over Yasso with these people here. All right, these people soon come back. Now when these people arrive, there are these people. As you can see, there's plenty Coca-Cola, we have ginger beer, Inca Cola, and orange cola. All right, now at first these people didn't get along because they are separated by culture and language, but eventually these people started to understand each other and they're like, one day, hey, let's run a boat. So then these people brought their ingredients to the pot, and these people took from their culture and put their ingredients into the pot. This is out of many sodas, one stew.
So once again, welcome back to my channel, and I believe you've watched the video up to the end. Now, I'd love to point out a few things that are, in my own opinion, things that I've witnessed from our fellow Jamaican brothers. Now, for one, I've seen cases whereby Jamaicans seemingly behave more Africans than we Africans ourselves. And it's safe to say that Jamaicans, indeed, they really love African people. They really love us because, as we know, Jamaicans is predominantly a black nation. Now, you can't say that Jamaicans are ignorant of their own culture and history, because we've seen how Jamaicans really love their own culture and history. They can recite their history to you. They can tell you everything you need to know about their history, because they don't love anybody disrespecting their country, their history, their culture, or anything that's associated with them. Now, we've seen most of we African countries try to copy Jamaican lifestyle and how they do things. From how they cook their meals, from how they talk their amazing Jamaican patois language, to their food, like everything, how they party, how they give us great entertainment, great music. Like, we Africans, we tend to love Jamaicans in return. There is this mutual respect and love between Africans and Jamaicans. Now, I'd love to share out a few things, a few comments, a few opinions that people have been saying regarding to this video and to what this Asian woman just said. So I'll read a few comments for you of how people express themselves and what they thought about this Asian woman. Now, for one, I'd love to say this. There is this one called Teddy. He said that, as a black American, I think the Jamaican young lady could have gotten her point across without involving black Americans into this. Spewing anti-diaspora propaganda is how you make something irrelevant become relevant. You are inciting others to assume Africans do not like black Americans by making that statement. I mean, you've understood that, and I'd love to understand from your own view what you think of this. Now, another one said this: look at how much anger she has in her when it comes to anything to do with Africa. And then look at how she brightens up when she associates us, and that's the Jamaicans, with Europe. The history of Jamaica is one step in erasing African identity from the majority population, and some people are still trying their best today to wipe out any traces of Africans in us. That's from a native Jamaican trying to protect what this Asian lady just said. I hope that, or how I'd wish that most of us wouldn't misunderstand what this Asian lady just said across. And now I'd love to read another comment for you. Now, there is another one who says that there's nowhere in the universe Jamaica is known to be other than a black nation. And that's why I said in my intro that Jamaica is predominantly a black nation. So you cannot say that Jamaica is not a black nation. Though we've had some cases of Jamaicans trying to deny that Jamaica is not a black nation. Well, I'd also love to hear from you. Now, she said that there is nowhere in the universe that Jamaica is known to be other than a black nation. Jamaica isn't a race. And I agree with her. Jamaica isn't a race. And other races are in a tiny minority. Yet, they are Jamaican nationals. Exactly what I've just been saying at this point. There are some Jamaicans who really deny the fact that they are black people. They deny the fact that Jamaica is a black nation. And as you've seen in this video, there are some that have been saying that Jamaicans, they are not black people. They don't have any relationship with Africans. Now, but as far, or rather by far, Jamaicans are overwhelmingly Africans' ancestry. We agree with that because you have seen the relationship that Jamaicans have with black people. I mean, the love. We Africans, we copy Jamaicans in everything, not just we Africans. But in this case, let me just talk about Africans because this video was mostly about Jamaica and black nations. So, Africans, and as I speak, I'll speak for my country. Here in my country, we are copying Jamaican culture and everything. Not in a bad way, but we envy them. We love how Jamaicans do their everything, their stuffs. That's how we've learned to love Jamaicans. And I believe it's because of our ancestry and the roots that we bear between Africans and Jamaicans. So guys, I've been your host, Hilary, Kagira and Kavas. Tell me what you think of this video. And of course, tell me what you think of the relationship between Jamaica and Africa. Is Jamaica a black nation, according to you? Let me hear from you. Type down in the comment section. I'll be here watching you and of course to respond to you in the comment section. So remember, if you're watching my videos for the first time, don't forget to like this video, comment, and also subscribe to my channel. Otherwise, I'm your host Larry Kagira and Kavas, and until we meet again in my next video, peace out and one love.